Lesson 1: Scientific Learning. Science is the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. In simple language, science is a way of learning about the natural world. Scientists gather information and explore the natural world using different science skills. The skills of science include observing, inferring, predicting, classifying, evaluating, making models, and conducting scientific investigations. These various skills are used in scientific learning. Practical works in science. Practical works are very important in scientific learning. Science is the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. Without observation and experiment, we cannot achieve the scientific knowledge for which practical activities are needed. The activities related to scientific learning processes inside or outside the laboratory are the practical works. We can observe, predict, and evaluate about the scientific theories, principles, and happenings by performing the practical works. Practical activities that can be done inside laboratory. 1. To observe various parts of a flower. 2. To observe charge produced on rubbing comb on hair. 3. To observe characteristics of animals and plants to classify them. 4. To find power on climbing stairs. 5. To calculate the speed of a running boy on ground, etc. Laboratory safety. Science laboratory is the primary place where various practical activities are done. Some harmful chemicals, poisonous substances, and health hazard materials are also kept in the laboratories. As well, we have to perform some dangerous activities in the laboratory. We must be very much careful while performing practical activities inside the laboratory. Some accidents may occur which cause immediate and long-term effect in our health, and some may cause the explosion or destruction also. Parts of report. Every practical activities, experiment, project work, and research have to be summarized in the form of report. The design of reports can be different, but it must contain certain parts in it. Even some practical activities can be reported in oral form also. The main parts of a practical report are given below. 1. Topic. The topic of the experiment, study, or practical activity has to be mentioned first with the date. It informs about the activities performed. 2. Objective. It is the aim of the practical activity for which it is performed. 3. Materials required. Various materials are needed to perform the practical activity. The lists of the materials needed have to be included in the report. It is essential to draw the diagram with all parts and materials labeled. 4. Methods, procedure. The activities which are done in performing the practical works have to be written in the points. This is called as methods. For the methods, the serial numbers are given in the order, so that other people can also follow the same method to conduct the same experiment. 5. Observation. After performing the activities, the product or result have to be observed and noted in the report. 6. Calculation. In some practical activities, the data obtained by observation have to be analyzed and calculated. It has to be shown in the calculation. All experiments or practical works do not need the calculation. 7. Result. The result of the practical activity has to be written in the report. 8. Conclusion. Every practical activity has the conclusion which is made by analyzing the observation and calculation. It is the most important part of experiments, so has to be written clearly. Project work. Project work is an activity which is done by the students in any field of science. It includes the various practical activities like experiment, research, field study, making models, etc. The project works carried out by the students are presented in class as an exhibition or demonstration. Making models. The word model has many meanings. But as with many words, model has a specific meaning in science. In science, a model is any representation of an object or process.